Yes, honey, I'm down here cleaning up. This is the junk drawer. And sometimes life can be a little bit like this junk drawer. Our important relationships that we say that we value can get pushed aside, tucked away, lost in the messiness of life. Oh sure, we say we're going to prioritize it. We're going to clean it up. We're going to call that person back. We're going to spend that extra bit of time. But it never gets done. Do you have any relationships that have been tucked away, pushed aside? What's in your junk drawer? My mom had a junk drawer, which is probably why I have a junk drawer. And lately, I've been trying to be a better son, calling more often, visiting more often. And while my mom and I share the disorganized gene, the thing you can't fault her for is how she loved her kids. She loved us all unconditionally. And as a child, I took all the love that I can get. And when I wanted more and I couldn't get my way, I'd cry. I'd scream in the grocery store. I even said things sometimes that I regret, like, I hate you. But my mom, she just kept on giving her love unconditionally. Do you have anyone in your life that's loved you unconditionally? Well, as a kid, I couldn't appreciate it at the time. It wasn't until I became a parent myself that things came full circle for me. I still remember the day. My son had an earache, and I was a young father. I could barely look after myself, and he was in pain. We had taken him to the doctor, but he was still upset and crying. And I was trying everything I could do to solve the problem, to soothe him, but nothing at all was working. Then I found the trick. I'd jiggle him a little bit, I'd walk around the house, and I would sing to him, and he stopped crying. But then, as soon as I sat back down, he'd start crying again. So for hours, I walked the house, jiggling him, singing to him. He was crying, I was crying, I was exhausted, tears streaming down my face. But finally, he went to sleep. And I called my mom. And I said, Mom, I had no idea that you did this for us, for me. I never appreciated it. Have you ever loved someone unconditionally? So here's the love lesson. I'm getting a bit older, my mom's getting a bit older, and my son, well, he's now the same age as when I first became a father. Time goes by in the blink of an eye. And in the last year, I've had some people who were once part of my life pass away, very suddenly. One particular old friend to suicide. Now that was a relationship that I pushed aside, I tucked away. I thought, someday I'll reconnect. But then someday doesn't come. And I never got the chance to say goodbye. Do you have somebody in your life that you love, or somebody that's loved you unconditionally? Reach out to them now. Don't hit play on the next video. Don't keep scrolling to the next post. We are not promised tomorrow. And you may only have this chance to tell them how you feel, to tell them how much you care. So I'm going to go first. Mom, I hope you see this video someday. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. And to my son, I'm always here to listen whenever you need to talk. And to all my friends and family that I haven't been in touch with, please know that I love and I care for you. It's time for us to clean out our junk drawers, to call those people, those important relationships in our lives. Do it now. Don't wait. We are not promised tomorrow. What's in your junk drawer?